Hello, and welcome to episode 134 of the Quiet and Strong podcast, especially for introverts. I'm your host, David Hall, and the creator of quietandstrong.com. This is a weekly podcast dedicated to understanding the strengths and needs of introverts. Introversion is not something to fix, but to be embraced. Normally, we will air each episode on a Monday. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite platform. Leave a review. That would mean a lot to me. Tell a friend about the podcast. Help get the word out there that introversion is a beautiful thing. So, as I'm talking to different people about introversion and extroversion, it's so common for people to say things like, well, I'm kind of an introvert, but I like people, so I guess I'm an extrovert. I was talking to a person the other day around success at work and personality type, and they were describing the preparation they need for various things at work and the downtime they need after some activities. But then they said, but I really like people, so I must be an extrovert. And they also said people often guess I'm an extrovert. As we have talked about many times on the show, as human beings, we all like people. We all need connection, and liking people doesn't make you an extrovert. Of course, as an introvert, you may want to form deeper connections and have more one on one interactions or small group interactions and need some time alone to think and also recharge. But when I'm having these conversations, it's almost like they want the label of introvert or extrovert and not give what's behind the label much thought. And to some, it seems like being an extrovert is better than being an introvert. So, why is it important to know if you're an introvert or extrovert? Can this knowledge help you be more successful at work? Absolutely. So remember that introverts are unique individuals with diverse strengths and capabilities. And while some of these traits are common among introverts, not all introverts will possess them to the same extent. So emphasizing and nurturing these strengths can help introverts excel in their chosen careers and contribute positively to the workplace. So as we're talking about different ways to be successful at work today, think about how they apply to you or how they may not. Also, remember that being an introvert or extrovert is not good or bad. Each personality type has its own strengths and needs. The world and our workplaces need both introverts and extroverts, but the strengths and needs and differences need to be understood. So, we're going to get into 10 ways to be successful at work, but let's first review some of the key differences between introverts and extroverts. So introverts naturally spend more time in their inner world of ideas. Extroverts naturally spend more time focused on the outer world around them. Introverts think and then speak. Extroverts speak to think. Introverts may prefer to communicate in writing rather than speaking. Extroverts may prefer to communicate by speaking rather than writing. Introverts may be drained by certain types of social interaction, but energized by some time alone. Extroverts may be energized by all types of social interaction, but may feel restless when experiencing excessive isolation. Introverts prefer deep conversations over small talk. Extroverts in general enjoy most types of conversation. Introverts usually prefer a close circle of friends, and extroverts enjoy having many friends and acquaintances. So keep those things in mind as we talk about 10 ways to be successful at work. Introverts possess a unique set of strengths that can help them excel in various settings. Value and use your strengths, honor your needs. You will have different strengths and needs than those around you, but be your best and bring your authentic self to work. That's what's needed, not pretending to be something that you're not. And because we're deep thinkers as introverts, preparation for different meetings, presentations, and conversations is a strength introverts possess, but it's also a need at the same time and a key to our success. It is part of all the ways we can find success at work. So here's the 10 ways. And of course, there are more. So the first one, deep focus. Introverts are known for their ability to concentrate deeply and analyze complex tasks thoroughly. This makes them highly effective in tasks that require attention to detail, problem solving, critical thinking. Introverts typically excel in independent and solo work environments, and they can be highly productive when given space and autonomy to accomplish tasks on their own. Of course, there is a time for collaboration, but give yourself the time alone that you need. The next one, writing skills. Introverts often excel in written communication. Their ability to express themselves clearly and succinctly through writing is beneficial in various professional contexts, such as emails, reports, documentation. In writing, introverts can take the time to process their thoughts and capture and share brilliant ideas. Especially with the rise of remote work, written communication has become more critical than ever. Introverts who often feel more comfortable expressing themselves in writing can excel in virtual team settings, contributing effectively to discussions and decision making through written channels. The value of strong written communication skills, it can't be overstated. Introverts to excel in this area not only contributes to their personal success, but also benefits the overall effectiveness and productivity of their teams and organizations. The next one, observation skills. Introverts are often keen observers of social dynamics and interactions. By carefully observing others, introverts can gain insights into the environment, situations, personality, and communication styles. This understanding allows them to navigate the workplace effectively and build positive relationships. Additionally, introverts' observation skills enable them to pick up on subtle cues in nonverbal communication, which can be essential in understanding the true meaning behind someone's words or actions. They're often able to detect underlying emotions and motivations that others might overlook. The next one, thoughtful decision making. Introverts are often introspective and thoughtful before making decisions. This deliberative approach can lead to well considered and prudent choices, which can be beneficial in leadership roles too. Give yourself the time you need to think about something. Ask for the time when you need it. You might say things like, "Give me a minute to think about that," or "I'll get back to you tomorrow." As I look back at some decisions I've made, often the best ones have come with some time to think. It is important to know that we may not always need a lot of time to think, and we do make some decisions on the spot. It just depends on the situation. I will tell you that I may not always have the quickest answer, but my answer will always be well thought through. Next one, creativity. Introverts often have rich inner worlds, making them more likely to tap into their creativity. They can offer fresh perspectives and innovative solutions to the workplace challenges. Creativity can take many forms. Of course, it could be art, literature, music, or it could be your art in the form of making a brilliant website or coming up with an effective presentation or a well-crafted and well thought through business plan. Again, we're not all the same, so shine with your art, whatever that might be. The next one, effective communication. Introverts aren't always the most outwardly expressive, but we can communicate with clarity and purpose. And this can lead to efficient and meaningful interactions with colleagues and clients. So in our communication, we think before we speak. And when we speak, we share what's most important and not just everything that comes to our mind. This can be a real benefit as you're sharing ideas that are well thought through. And then the next one, continuous learning. Introverts often enjoy learning and gathering knowledge. They're inclined to delve deep into subjects and can become subject matter experts in their fields, making them valuable assets to the workplace. Deep conversation and reflection allows introverts to absorb information, enabling them to grasp complex concepts and retain knowledge effectively. Introverts are also seen as lifelong learners who consistently push themselves to grow professionally. Another one, research and analysis. Introverts are often keen researchers and analytical thinkers. They can thoroughly investigate topics, gather relevant data, draw insightful conclusions. Introverts' analytical nature also plays a role in their observation skills. They have a knack for noticing patterns, trends, inconsistencies in the workplace. This ability to analyze information and identify patterns can be incredibly valuable in problem solving and decision making. Introverts tend to approach tasks with a thoughtful and thorough mindset, carefully considering all aspects before reaching a conclusion. This analytical nature allows them to see the bigger picture and make well-informed decisions that take into account various factors. And also, introverts excel at planning and organization. Introverts often have strong planning and organizational skills. They can create structured approaches to tasks, projects, and time management, enhancing overall productivity. Their ability to think ahead and create detailed plans helps them stay focused and efficient, ensuring that they complete tasks in a timely manner. Organize your physical space, create an environment that promotes productivity and, as much as possible, reduces distractions when it's time to think and plan. And also set aside appropriate time each day and each week to make your strategic plans. And continuous improvement. Introvert self-reflective nature drives them to seek personal and professional growth continually. They're more inclined to engage in ongoing learning and development opportunities. The commitment to continuous improvement allows introverts to refine their skills and knowledge, making them valuable assets in any organization. They're always looking for ways to enhance their performance and provide innovative solutions to challenges. Introverts excel at introspection and self-analysis. We are so good at reflection. They take the time to reflect on their actions, identify areas of improvement, and set goals for themselves. This self-awareness enables them to adapt quickly and make necessary adjustments in order to achieve better results. Asking questions like, what went well? How will I do things differently next time? So that's the 10. What would you add to this list? And of course, introverts are not all the same and will have a different set of strengths depending on the individual. Perhaps the way that you're analytical could be vastly different from my approach, or the ways that you're creative can manifest much differently than the ways that I'm creative. You may be more of a thinker or more of a feeler. No way is right or wrong, but the best way for you is your way. Overall, introverts bring a diverse set of skills and qualities to the workplace. By recognizing and embracing their strengths, they can succeed in their careers and contribute significantly in the success of their organizations. It's crucial for workplaces to value and accommodate the preferences and strengths of both introverts and extroverts to create a balanced and inclusive work environment. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you take the time to explore other episodes and learn from amazing guests. Remember, if you're interested in getting to know yourself better, there is now a free Type Finder personality assessment on the Quiet and Strong website. This free assessment will give you a brief report, including the 4-letter Myers-Briggs code. I will add a link in the show notes. I'd love to connect with you. Reach out at david@quietandstrong.com or check out the quietandstrong.com website, which includes blog posts, links to social media, and much more. Send me topics or guests you'd like to see on the show. As always, get to know your introverted strengths and needs and be strong.